Hello my friends, welcome back to more Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, where we continue on the manufacturer races. In the last part we started West City and did Citroen, Renault, and Alfa Romeo. Now we're going to do Peugeot, Fiat, and Lancia. So, let's go on over to Peugeot. And I think I kind of overtuned on some of the last ones, so on these we're not going to tune as much. Well, on some of these anyway. So let's see here. We need a Peugeot 106. This is probably the one I need to get. What a nice little granny. So we can look at the information here. If you want to, there's a tiny giant killer. Driven quickly with great confidence over even the most challenging roads. For better handling in the corners, it still retains spring rates, carefully designed to retain suppleness over bumpy European back roads. The little Peugeot's 106 S16 combination of handling, acceleration, and braking ensures that it can fend off cars with twice the top speed and 10 times the asking price on the right road. Yeah, on the right road it could. Yeah, I could see on a gravel road it probably would wipe out the TVR Speed 12. Of course, anything would, just about. Oh. Alright. Well, we're not going to really tune this much. I know we have to get the weight reduction, though, because eventually we have to get this. I actually really like that. It looks cool. Oh, Gran Turismo, why'd y'all do away with the racing modifications? Why? They kind of brought it back in Gran Turismo 5, but it's just not the same. It's only for a few vehicles, too. I mean, Gran Turismo 1 and 2, that was what was so great about them. Is you could get the racing modification for any car, or almost any car. So why did y'all do away with that? I'm probably just going to get like a turbo kit for this, and I'm not even going to get racing suspension or anything, because I'm not planning on using this much. Okay, no turbo kit, okay. You know what, I'm not going to get NA tuned Stage 3 either. It's going to be too expensive. Wow, this thing really kind of sucks, no offense, but 136. I might get a Stage 1 NA tune, because we're probably going to need a little power. Yeah, even with Stage 3, 65,000 credits for that. We're just going to go with that. So that's pretty cheap. Now this should be a little more challenging, because I'm sure those other ones are going to be tuned up all the way. A racing clutch probably would help too, and it's pretty cheap. Alright. Normally I kind of speed through this tuning, but I may not speed through the rest of them, because I'm going to try to be strategic, and I'm not going to put everything on them, so kind of be a little more pick and choose. So okay, so yeah, there's really nothing to change. Special Stage Route 5, a track that I know well, so that's in my advantage at least. At least that. Golly. I love how this game makes you pick some of the suckiest cars. It's kind of funny. And this track is reversed. So far, this makes what, 6 out of 7 that's reversed. I was afraid I may not have tuned it up enough, but apparently we're gonna be all right. Oh, Understeer City. Yeah, I know this track very well reversed. I say just as I run into a wall. They're keeping up with me. Oh no. Probably because of this amateur driving that I'm doing. I think this is the same car that's in Jarrett and LeBon's Stock Car Racing, isn't it? This is a cute little car, I have to say. Not a car that most people would pick, though, I'm sure. Notwithstanding, not even knowing how much it will tune. That one in Jarrett and LeBon's Stock Car Racing has to be tuned a little bit because it goes as fast as mine here does. Accelerates about the same speed, you know. Well, at least I didn't over-tune it too much. Of course, how are you going to over-tune this? I mean, it has pretty decent handling, even with no suspension adjustment. It's pretty responsive. They see me, but they just can't catch me. Poor things. Yeah, we did have that rally, however you say that. I don't know if those will actually get the racing modification or not. Oh, such a cute little cream puff. I mean, isn't it so adorable? Look at it. So adorable. You just gotta love it. Look at him. Oh. Alright, well, that's enough. Alright, racing modification time. And then we're going to get on an even slower car. If that were imaginable. If that were imaginable. Alright. So yeah, I think you got to have the racing modification. So let's get it. Actually, I really do like that. It's cool looking. I forget what were the special models for this. I want to say they were just rally cars. Probably. Yeah. Oh no, we don't want to buy that. No, no. Alright, let's do this. Lord knows I've already gone through a lot of my money. Already, you know. So far I haven't had to grind, but I'm sure I will. Alright, so Tahiti Road. Good old Tahiti Road. So I'm wondering if there will be more. Yep, they're all the same. That's what I was thinking. So I've been kind of lucky that I picked the right car every time. I don't know. The Rally E might have a racing modification, but I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, there might be a Rally E here right now. It might have the same exact racing modification, barring something real simple like maybe different rims or something. Oh. I just can't keep up. This thing really does corner very well, I have to say. I mean, even with no suspension adjustment, it really kind of cuts into the corners. That's kind of how it did on Jared Labonte's stock car racing as well. It really had good cornering. Obviously not good speed or anything, but good cornering. So yeah, Jared Labonte's stock car racing, that game really did so well. I mean, especially considering the damage rate, the damage aspect that it had. That no Gran Turismo game, even still, has done. Seems like this race is actually Ford. So 2 out of 8 have been Ford. Golly, I'm killing them. It's not like I'm really that much faster. I might be slightly faster. I'm just a better driver, though. Which car was it that I took that curve at like 80 miles an hour? I'm trying to remember. It was a car I drove yesterday, I think. Can't remember. Oh, it was in the 80s championship. The Delta. The Lancia Delta. Oh yeah, speaking of which, that's what we're going to be doing next. Or going to be doing in this video. Is we're going to use the Delta again. Yeah, the Delta. Oh, there were some rallies. They get the same exact racing modification. And for some reason, they always lead the S16, so maybe they were better. I see no difference. Probably different rims. Probably the only difference. Alright, well. That was something. So next, we're going to do Fiat. Oh, now this one's going to be fun. Very, very fun. You know what? I may want to tune this car all the way as well, because I'm thinking I might want to try using it for something else. Dare I be brave enough? Oh gosh, this thing. Oh man, you can actually buy this car starting out, but it's not advised, you know, because you wouldn't be able to win anything. Let's get this little light yellow color. 1,146 pounds. Very light. Probably the lightest car in the game. We look at the information. The tiny Fiat 500, first at the showrooms back in 1957, and was hailed as the car that would bring motoring to the masses in Italy. Well, you can read this information here. The resultant increase in performance was stunning. Abarth managed to more than double the power output of the engine. The fastest SS versions delivered more than 40 horsepower. Maximum speed was now up to over 90 miles an hour, and that was at a time when many sports cars could barely crack the 100 mile per hour mark. Unsurprisingly, the 500's basic independent suspension was heavily modified, and the car also benefited from bigger brakes and tires. It even had flared wheel arches. The 500 Abarth was one of the forerunners of the modern hot hatch. Alright, so I think this has a 2-cylinder. We're gonna tune this sucker up. This thing though, it is rear engine rear wheel drive, so it will get kind of feisty. And yeah, I thought it got a racing modification. Kind of ugly though. Not really noteworthy, really. But I am going to put everything in this, so we're going to speed through all this mess. And this thing should tune up quite a bit, I think. Surprisingly. As you saw, this thing increased around 550% in horsepower, which is pretty substantial. Now, before I do the race, though, I want to go to the wheel shop, because when I get racing modification, definitely want to have some different wheels. I think these will look alright. And I also wanted to go to the East City to see if Mazda had an AZ1 or if Nissan had a Pulsar in the used car dealership. So let's see, because those are two things that we couldn't find, and it'll be 4 more days and then we'll have more groups. So it's a pretty blue Miata. I don't see an AZ1. Dang it. They do have more choices though, but no AZ1. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see what Nissan has here. And only 4 more days, and we'll have more choices probably. Okay, they do have a Pulsar. It's ugly red color. I think I will get this. Even though it is red. Read the information here. We'll use this baby later. This is the same information, I think, as in Gran Turismo 1. Really hugs the road thanks to 4-wheel drive, but as it is front heavy, understeer could be a problem unless care is taken. It's a pretty good car. Pretty good car. Alright, so let's use our 500R. Let's put it to the test. And then we'll almost be done with West City. We'll have Lancia. Alright, here we go. I didn't even read what they said. 500 mating. 500 mating. Right, we'll definitely want to adjust our settings here. This thing's gonna be pretty fast though, considering what it started out with. I actually want the rear to be a little weaker than the front. Because I don't want it to spin out too easily. Because having that rear engine rear-wheel drive, it will be very rear heavy and will spin very easily unless you're careful. Oh, I didn't even change the damper. Ooh, I should have done that. Oh well, we're going to try this anyway. Should definitely have lowered the damper though. Well, we may be a little overtuned, but you know. Oh gosh. The autumn ring reversed again. This is pretty. I didn't even realize when I chose this color, but this is the same car that's in that Cars movie. I think the name is Luigi. Oh man, bumpy, bumpy. That's the problem with lowering ride height too much. At least it's not like that Speed 12, and it's not overly uncontrollable. This is also kind of how the Subaru 360 would be. Probably should have left the transmission though on a lower number. 8 probably is a little too high. Will we reach over 90 here? I think we can. Yeah. Cute little car. Whoa, except when you do that. Pretty amazing how much this car tunes, you know. When it by a factor of more than 5, you know, it increased. But the main reason I tuned this all the way was thinking about trying to use it for something else, and it would be a big challenge, obviously, even tuned to the max. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not do that. Definitely has a wild streak. Yeah, pretty nice. The 598 got 4th. Now, I don't know if it can get a racing modification or not. It probably can. I would assume. Cute little car. I just love antique cars like that. Yeah, we'll definitely probably want to lower that damper though. Just a little bit. I don't think it'll be too much of a deal. Kind of interested to know how much this weighs. We'll see how much it weighs after the racing modification. I imagine not too much weight could be reduced from it. We're gonna get this one. Now, let's see. The only way to really see is in her garage, so. And I will need to organize these cars as well. They're not in any order. $1,020, still above 1,000 pounds. So yeah, even with all the weight reductions and the racing modification and everything, it's still only lost a little over 100 pounds. Alright, so let's do this. Change the damper slightly and change the aerodynamics. I think I'm going to leave the gear ratios alone. Yeah, this obviously isn't going to get much downforce. Oh man, we have Seattle circuit. It might have been wise to increase the rear all the way, but decided not to do that. Well, it looks like y'all aren't tuned anymore. So apparently the 598 also can get a racing modification. Wasn't sure about that. Here are the turbos of this. And this is actually Ford as well. Surprised. So, definitely most of them have been reversed. I think I'm going to switch to this view. Thing does handle pretty good. Handles all right. They're keeping up with me on this one. Little toe cylinder. Those lights. Actually reached 105 at one point. And they're keeping up with me. Yeah, you really don't have to use brakes very much with this thing. It's so slow. Y'all just can't catch me. The 598's actually been pretty good. Man, I lost a lot of speed on that. Really think my gear ratios, I should have lowered them. If I do use this for something else, I'll definitely want to keep that in mind. The 98 got third. Alright, well that was fun. So we have yet one more Lancia. And I already had my Delta tuned up, so at least we won't have to spend any time tuning or anything like that. Before we go to my garage and get the Delta, you can actually look at the one automaker that has no one-make races. Has some really nice cars as well. Yeah, Venturi has the best cars. What did this say? It was France's answer to Ferrari, with power source from Renault, striking design and race-bred chassis. The Venturi is every inch a supercar. Produced in small numbers, the Venturis are rare but exciting. Gallic goer. And I don't think this one to get a racing modification. I love the styling though. You can definitely tell it has some Ferrari roots. Or at least it's a competitor to Ferrari. This baby though, it really doesn't tune up all that much though. It won't get much more power than this, I don't think. But it is a great car. It's a great car. And I think this does get a racing modification, I think. So this would be another good choice for the Grand Valley Endurance race. France's only supercars will always remain exotic, rare, and exclusive, in part because nobody's ever heard of them. Even so, everyone should want one. I like that. No one's ever heard of them. So does this not even exist? I've wondered. Alright, at any rate, let's go to our garage and get our Delta. So let's go ahead and organize. Well, I'll just say I'll organize at the very end. Let's see, it should be, yeah, here it is. Oh yeah. See, and I don't think I tuned this all the way either. Seems like there was one thing I didn't put on it. Very good car though. We'll probably cream the opposition. Let's do this. The Delta Cup. Delightful Deltas. That's what they should have named it. Yeah, I'll do automatic. We're ready. Because we've already adjusted settings and everything for this car. I don't think I've ever done Laguna Seca reverse, so this probably will be forward, I guess. I don't even know if you can do this track reverse. Why are all of them red? It's weird. Except for that one in front. That was the Evolution or whatever. That was the most expensive one, I believe. This car is so good. Yeah, I knew this would go. This would be too easy. Too easy. Seriously, what's the deal with all of them picking red? That's weird. Whoa. That was almost too late. Was not expecting that. Pretty good lap time, less than 130. So how are y'all doing today if you've made it through this video? I know the manufacturer races probably aren't the most exciting thing, but and at least you do get to see a variety of cars, you know. It's always cool. Seems like I remember a lot of these manufacturer races, they tuning the cars higher. I mean, I really didn't expect to dominate the opposition like I have been on every race. That was actually much better on the corkscrew. Good old Delta. Really good car, I gotta say. And so now we'll get the racing modification for this baby. It's a shame too, because it's so pretty like this. The Collision, however you say that. Oh heck, they were all different. Delta HF Integral F. Okay. My partner got 6th apparently. Oh, and 4th. Partner. Like we're really on the same team. I didn't even realize there were 3 different kinds. It's cool. Alright, one more race. Golly, and just on West City alone, we've spent $1.1 million, or we will have once we get the racing modification for this. Of course, we haven't even earned, maybe, I doubt we've even earned $100,000 yet from all these races. And after this race, I need to check East City once more for Mazda for an AZ1. Alright. Have that rally car look to us. Whew. Y'all overspent a lot. Spent a lot. Alright, so let's increase that. I'm going to leave the rear the same. Special stage Route 5. Will it be forward or reverse? Seems like we've been... Okay, this looks like it's forward this time. Seems like they've been doing forward more often recently. I think this is the only Delta that would get the racing modification. I think. But yeah, they's probably all the exact same car. Oh, come on now, turn in. This car does hug the road very nicely. Very, very nicely. I guess we'll be able to say how it compares to the TVR Speed 12 as well, and the Toyota GT1. One thing's for sure, it handles more like the GT1. The GT1, golly, I could really drive aggressively with it. And that Speed 12, though, you cannot drive aggressively. You are going to pay for it. Now that could have gone better. Tempted to get dirt tires for this too. I think this would be good on dirt. Then again, I do have some rally cars. I might as well use them. I'm excited. Next, though, we'll be going to North City, and in the North City, I probably don't have many of those cars. So it'll probably end up being like, I think there are 12 races maybe, so it'll probably be 3 videos for North City. South City won't be very many. 119. Pretty good lap. Not too much slower than the TVR Speed 12s. My best lap with it was 110. And it's so much insanely faster. Yeah, you'll have all the same car as me. Yay, but yeah, we're going to end this part here, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and save and everything, and in the next part we're going to move on to North City, so join me for that. We're going to start Mercedes-Benz, Aston Martin, and BMW, so it shall be great. Hope to see y'all there. Stay awesome, my friends. Goodbye.